It was a gloomy Tuesday evening in a small suburban town in Ohio. Jack and his wife, Sarah, were in the middle of a heated argument in their kitchen. The tension was thick enough to cut with a knife. Right then, the doorbell rang. It was Uncle Thomas, a distant relative who had traveled a long way to visit. Jack showed him to the living room. Trying to keep a smile on his face, he whispered to Sarah, "Please, let's put this aside. Uncle Thomas is here. Could you prepare a nice dinner?" But Sarah, still fueled by anger, snapped back. "I'm not cooking for you, and I'm certainly not cooking for your guest. Figure it out yourself." Jack was devastated. Turning away a guest without a meal was a sin against hospitality. To save his family's honor, he quietly slipped out the back door to his neighbors, the Millers. "Our stove is acting up." Jack lied politely to the Millers. "Could you help us cook a meal?" The Millers, being good Christians, immediately agreed. "Of course, Jack. We'll have a roast ready." Jack felt a weight lift off his shoulders. At least Uncle Thomas wouldn't go hungry. A little later, Uncle Thomas asked for a glass of cold water. When Jack went into the kitchen, he found Sarah sitting on the floor, sobbing uncontrollably. Jack was shocked. This wasn't the fiery woman he had argued with moments ago. "Sarah, what happened? Why are you crying?" he asked softly. She looked up, her eyes red, and grabbed his hand. "Please, forgive me first," she pleaded. "I've realized something terrifying and beautiful at the same time." After Jack assured her he had forgiven her, Sarah shared her story. "After you left, I felt a pang of guilt. I thought about how the Bible tells us to show hospitality, for by doing so, some have entertained angels without knowing it. I decided to bake some bread. But when I opened the pantry, I saw a glowing, elderly man with a peaceful face. He was gently scooping flour out of our bin into a small bag. I froze in fear. He looked at me with such kindness and said, "Do not be afraid, daughter. This flour belongs to your guest. It was his portion that God placed in your home. Since it is destined to be cooked in your neighbor's house tonight, I am simply taking his blessing to where the meal is being prepared." With that, he vanished. Jack and Sarah stood in silence, realizing that a guest doesn't come to take away, they bring their own blessing with them. God provides the provision long before the guest arrives. True hospitality isn't just about sharing what you have. It's realizing that what you have was sent by God specifically for the person walking through your door.